because the YouTube guys, because I don't do like repairs and stuff anymore as much on there, they really need some content. Oh, this is nice, but I need to just change world settings. World, and I need to hydrate quickly. Give me a second, guys. Zora. Dude, I forgot to set my thing so that I'm not getting people to join in. Are you on VRChat on long time, buddy? No problem. Just don't worry, it's like a... You came in just as like that another bee flew in. Dude, those bees. I should really just like close the window. I want to see what I did here to my camera. Why I can't move my camera anymore. Okay, that's not helping. Lol. Okay, that's a fix. There's the lock. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's like Animal Crossing, dude. It's awesome. So.
Yeah, I know. I played Animal Crossing New Horizons. As well as you leave.
That's a bit. That's. Bees.
Why do you have bees in your room?
Dude, I don't know. It just started like since I started streaming, and just like at random times, it sort of just like nails me. They just come in and they like fly onto the visor and fly there behind my ears. It's like insanely irritating. But come, have a seat. Have a seat. Come join. No, not yet. Dude, I'm African wild dog. We bite them. That's what we do. We spot them and we bite them. Luckily, no bites so far. Okay. So how have you been doing, bud? Everything going well?
Yeah,
doing well. So, Squads, to answer you... What are you up to? Yeah, I'm just busy streaming. We're talking about things people should know when they come and visit South Africa. So feel free to like weigh in your opinions and stuff like that as we chat, you know? And also, I need to just change my socials quickly a little bit. I forgot to add it on. What's the name? Okay, so first things first, thank you so much for the host, guys. I don't know why that didn't pop up on my chat relay, but that's okay. Thank you, bud. Really appreciate it. It really does help quite a bit. Okay, and have I been streaming long? No, I've only been streaming. Oh, have I been VR chatting long? No, I haven't been VR chatting for very long. I got my headset like last year, late November. And it was literally one of those things of, I thought I'll get the headset, I will play like Half-Life Alyx or something, and I'll get like bored of it. Okay, so, and I'm going to sell it. Because one of these headsets in South Africa is like 10 grand, and I bought it directly from Amazon for 5. Yeah. So I was like, worst case scenario, I don't like it, I'm going to sell it for 8,000. So I bought the headset, and like, during lockdown, being able to meet up with my friend Kidra and Azora and like all the people I can't see, it's just like it opened up a whole new world of possibilities for me. I used to also stream on YouTube, and on YouTube it's like a repair channel that I used to run. Please ignore my old name. My old name, I only found out later, has a terrible connotation, and I did change that later on. But nonetheless, it's been about less than a year, 3/4 of a year. And I just love it. I love every second of it. Thanks, Quaz.
I myself have Pt1, which I got back in September.
In September,
I ordered it in August and got it in September because I had to wait for it to be in stock.
Yeah, stock is always a problem, especially you bought it locally, right?
I watched the Quest 2 and I bought it on Amazon.
Yeah, and you watched the Quest 2 announcement.
Yeah. I watched the Quest 2 announcement on the headset.
Oh, dude, yeah, that's the thing with technology. But the Quest 1 is still good. Nothing wrong with it. I personally don't see anything wrong with the Quest 1. So, anyway, back on topic. Now for the negative things, how bad is crime in South Africa? Is it so bad that... It depends on where you're going. But as a tourist visiting like tourist destinations in South Africa, would you say it's like really, really bad?
Joburg, yes. Pretoria, mixed bag. Some areas of Pretoria are more safer than others.
Yeah.
I'd say if you go into the middle of Pretoria, you're more likely going to get mugged. But if you go into some of the other more, like, it really, like, the best way to tell is usually by how the neighborhood looks. If it looks like it's never been kept up for years, then it's most likely going to be somebody there that's going to go rob you. If it looks like it looks very nice and such, it's very unlikely for people to come rob you.
But I would say, like,
if there are people that rob, they usually are very desperate and usually go at night, sticking their hands through windows. Yeah,
precisely. So if you have an open window, or if you have a non-rental car, the rental cars all have tinting, so they can't smash and grab, so they don't go after those. But generally, I would say like 90% of Joburg and like 90% of Pretoria is perfectly fine. It's only times that you actually go to places like Pretoria Central or Joburg Central or Hillbrow, which, to put it into context, is the equivalent of going to Detroit or some really dodgy places in the UK as well, where you're looking for trouble. There's nothing touristy to do there. You shouldn't be there in the first place. But if you do come to South Africa, okay, you make sure that if you're in a car, your doors are locked, the windows are up, but use your air conditioner. All of us do. Okay, you'll be fine. Make sure you don't have any valuables that's like anyone can see from outside. Like, don't put your laptop like on your lap.
Just put in the cubby hole or under the seat.
Precisely, and you'll be fine. Yeah, and you'll be fine. Or if you go down to like Raiders mentioned now, who goes to Joburg Central? Not been there in ages. Same. I stayed in South Africa for donkey's years. I haven't been there in like 2 decades. Okay, and I've been here like all my life. We just don't go there because we know that there's trouble. And I can say that for the same for most of the other provinces. There's some areas you don't go into at the Western Cape. You've got the Cape Flats. In KZN, I actually work in the worst area known in KZN, which is called the Bluff. It is literally where there's gang members and gang violence. If you ever read about people shooting each other, it's in the Bluff. But I would go out of where I work. I'll take a walk. Ooh, I won't walk and grab the camera. Sorry, guys. I'll take a walk and I'll walk down to the store.
You consider do just a quick thing.
Yeah.
With the camera thing.
Oh, you can lock it.
You can press a little yellow button.
I know, but
set it to the. It'll prevent you from moving the camera.
Yeah, I know, but I'll keep it like that because I struggle to unlock it. But anyway, so
otherwise you can just hit the lock button.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, so you can actually go, and I like walking the most dangerous part of KZN, which is the Bluff. And I go walk down the street to the supermarket. I go walk to the ATMs. I go walk everywhere. It's not a problem at all. Because I don't do it at night. And I don't do it if I go out there. If you ever come to South Africa and you see like a place that's not rural, you're in the city somewhere, and it's dead quiet in the middle of the day, there's no one there. You get out of there as soon as possible. That's trouble. For instance, by me, whenever I do this, there's like tons of people around. I know I'm going to be safe, Joburg Central and those places just don't. And Hillbelt just don't. Those, I'll say, no matter how many people are there, that 90% of them are probably monkey. Okay, but crime here isn't that bad. And if you rent a place, you might notice some weird things. Like if you rent a house, we've got things like that's called burglar bars. It's literally bars that we put on windows, so people can't get in while you're sleeping.
It's not like attached to it; it's part of it.
Yeah, it's like part of the building.
Yeah.
So it's like
it's not like those burglar bars that you install onto your window either.
Yeah, precisely. And that's just there so that no one can sneak in at night. You do get a lot of people break-ins, but normally the break-ins happen in physical houses. If you're renting a Airbnb, maybe, but it's not that bad. They're few and far between. I've been burgled once, in my lifetime. And have you ever?
The worst that's happened was somebody stuck their hand through the window. So
yeah. They'll if you're driving around with your windows open, they'll try to grab something out of the car. That's normal.
No, not the car windows. Like if you leave the windows of the house open at night.
Oh yeah.
You could find somebody who's desperate enough just to stick their hand through it and see if they can find anything.
Yeah, but normally houses are fenced and stuff as well, so you don't often. Especially if it's like Airbnb or guest house or something, there'll be a fence. There'll be something.
But just in case, just make sure your windows are closed at night in your house.
Yeah, make sure it's closed at night, and there's little things like that keep you safe. Close the windows. Okay, don't go into areas that is going to be problematic.
Because those people are too scared to break the windows.
Yeah, because if they break a window, it wakes you up.
Open them.
Yeah.
And so if they try to open the window, it makes a loud squeak. Yeah,
they always look for an easy way in, quick, and it's people that's desperate. That's the thing, because of the poverty line in South Africa. We don't get mastermind criminals. We get people that's desperate
criminals, but they usually go for bigger targets.
Yeah, they go rob cell phone companies or banks or that sort of stuff. You don't have to worry.
Or those are some rich suburbs that they usually go to.
Santa and all that.
For the ones that have a lot of electric fencing, tall walls, just all the security.
I wouldn't worry about those. They're not going to target you. They don't care about tourists at all, and all the average South Africans. They go after the big money. And guys, you asked, were you born and raised in South Africa? Because your English is really good. Thanks. I really appreciate the compliments. So I'm native Afrikaans. I was born and raised in South Africa. My stepfather is English. My real father is technically English, but we spoke Afrikaans at home most of the time. And if you hear a funny combination of accents, you'll notice that I've got an English and a Scottish accent. That's from my stepfather. And Zora also is English.
Yeah, I'm just unfortunately I could not really learn Afrikaans because I struggled with languages just because of how my brain works.
Same.
I can understand programming languages a lot easier
read or
than
write,
languages.
but I can't read or write Afrikaans very well.
My father was English, but he's like, but like it doesn't sound like Scottish, but like he's part Scottish. He's Scottish, but like he's not like you don't hear it in his accent.
Yeah.
But like my mother was Dutch, and so yeah, because of that I have like reddish blonde hair. But yeah, but like I've been mistaken for British a few times by South Africans.
Australian, I get a lot. Even though I don't have the Aussie accent.
Yeah, or New Zealand.
Or New Zealand, I've had New Zealand once. The worst one I had was a commenter on one of my YouTube videos. He's like, you sound like an Australian who's had his balls put in a vice and tightened. So I was like, dude, is that a compliment or an insult? No, sorry. He started off, I love your accent, comma, you sound like an Australian that's had his balls. So I'm like, dude, what? Okay.
I've had some people ask if I was German.
He says your avatar looks cute.
Oh.
By the way, Azora makes avatars that if you want to commission someone, he actually does avatars. He's got his own custom avatars as well, but we'll demo those shortly. Okay, so in terms of languages in South Africa, have you ever been anywhere that doesn't understand English?
Not entirely. I've yet to go to a place where it doesn't understand English.
You can go to
like the town, like it's usually the out there areas outside the city that usually don't understand English.
So
there
you can go
places that do, but like you have a high chance.
You can go deep into KZN and you can go to the Zulu territories, and they're very proud people. And you'll find that a lot of them will just not want to speak English, but if you just go, hey, does anyone speak English? You will find someone that'll help you out. Same goes for the Eastern Cape. There's some areas in the Eastern Cape that doesn't quite, but if you just ask around, someone will translate, and we're normally fairly friendly and we like helping out. And you'll find someone that'll help you.
Just to mention that, and like one, just to quite like because I've encountered, like I showed some Americans like South Africa on Google Maps, and like the first thing they notice is the walls, which they think, oh, South Africa unfriendly. Yes, we have a lot of walls surrounding our houses, but even though that's the case, you probably find a South African that is like more than willing to invite you and have a braai.
Yeah, braai is what we do for barbecue. Having people over for braai is how we get to know people. So, like, the first thing I would do is, if you're coming to visit me, I'm going to tell you, we're going for a bunny chow, because that's what KZNs do. So we do the bunny chow. Okay, and then if you're staying for more than a day, I will invite you. Come over, let's have a braai, which literally means we get the barbecue out. We normally use coals or wood, and we just grill a whole bunch of meat, and we braai. There's normally a little bit of alcohol involved and stuff, but that's what we do for socializing, is we braai. Hey, Sunset, welcome. I hope you too, Sunset. I hope you have a wonderful time. It's always nice to see you dropping by. So yeah. So can you think of any other sort of misconceptions? So we've covered the crime, which is the major one. Drinking water. Okay, this is a good one, because a lot of people think that it's like India, where
the tap water is not bad.
Tap water's fine. You're not going to get sick from tap water unless you're far off in deep in South Africa and they're using boreholes or something weird like that. If it's municipal water and the water's
like Victoria, if you're in the cities, you should be fine.
Yeah, if you're in a city somewhere, you're fine. If you go further down, like Margate, where my parents are, yes, there are times that they don't have water, but that's due to their municipality being extremely corrupt, and it's been off for like 3 weeks, but they've got backup water supplies, and you can buy bottled water. Water, parasites, that sort of stuff, you don't have to worry about. You're not going to get sick from the water here. Food-wise, We've got every sort of food you can imagine. In terms of if you really like your takeaways, I don't know who would want to do this, but maybe there's someone that's just like, we only like our brands. We've got the international brands here. We've got KFC, we've got McDonald's, we've got Domino's, we've got, most of those made their way here.
But the nice brands we have, the nice brands I can list on top of my head is Spur, Roman's Pizza.
I want to get to the local one in a second or two, because that's what I'm getting into. But yeah.
Yeah, I'll let you explain them.
So you heard all of those, okay? And like, if you're in a real dodgy place, go find a Spur. Spur is like, I would say, the best example of the lot if you want like a wide variety of things. It's supposed to be like a Tex-Mex sort of place, but it's really not. It's more braai sort of style with sweet sauce added. They do fantastic burgers. They do good steaks. I won't say like the best. They do like schnitzels and a whole bunch of other stuff. It's always a safe place to go eat. Okay. We've got our McDonald's, which is the same as international McDonald's, other than the actual Big Macs are smaller. I've seen.
It doesn't. Apparently, one of the main differences. Apparently, I've heard some Americans tell some horror stories where the meat tastes horrific. Meanwhile, I've tasted McDonald's in South Africa and it just tastes bland. Like it just.
Yeah.
Like you can survive off that thing and not feel bad, and it's like you feel sufficient, but you just don't feel satisfied afterwards.
Precisely. That's the thing with McDonald's. McDonald's is that I need to eat something. I'm not really hungry. There's nothing else around sort of food. I'll go have a McDonald's. The chicken nuggets in South Africa, though, is still made out of pink coop. I know that US and UK switched over to proper chicken. Ours is still pink coop. Don't order chicken nuggies. They're not good. But what you do, go to the local restaurants. Our mom and pop restaurants are some of the best in the world. You can never go wrong with like 2/3 of them. And what you do, if it's like a Saturday night, for instance, go check out which ones are busy. Go to the busy ones because those are the good ones.
Yeah. Yep. Another, if you want the, apparently, like as far as I can tell, based on like what other people feel and what a lot of people have listed, Steers is apparently where you can get the best burgers.
Well, Steers for me, I would say I like my Spur burgers more, but that's because Spur is like a mince burger. It's not like a processed burger. Steers is if you took Burger King, okay, and you combined it with McDonald's.
I've actually had Burger King in South Africa.
Yeah, Burger King, we've got them and they're decent. You take those two and you like smash them together. Steers.
Yeah, the Steers in Pretoria are nice and big, very, very tasty, very juicy.
Yeah.
Like you know how Burger King tastes? Let's say so you took that and multiplied it by 10 in Pretoria.
Yeah.
And probably Johannesburg.
Gaz was mentioning the pink coop. So to give you an example of a place to go instead of McDonald's for chicken nuggets, you go to, if you're in KZN, there's a chain here called Afro's. Now, Afro's specializes in free dishes. You'll only find free dishes on their menu. Burgers, okay, which is just chicken burgers, it's all chicken. So, chicken burger, chicken strips, chicken pops. That's it, nothing else. They make it fresh from breast, all of it. It's all fresh, cooked while you wait. They do a crumb version, which they use like panko. And it's the most crispiest, it's the most delicious pops, nuggies you can ever imagine. And by the way, we call tenders strips. Because tenders for us always reminds us of like tenderloin. So we don't call them tenders as much. It's always strips for some reason. And we call chips is not the ones you get in a packet.
We should talk about analogies a bit later.
Yeah, we can do analogies. Analogies are cool. Things. Yeah, if you have a few examples, that will be great. For example,
what we call traffic light.
Yeah, we can get to those.
Like we should definitely cover those because they make use of internet people overseas.
Yeah, so like there's just so much you can experience here. There's nothing to be afraid of. Come visit, and especially when lockdown ends, You know, it's going to pass. We're entering level 4 now, so I thought now's the opportune time to talk about things we can't do and can't have. Sorry, guys. But I just thought it's a nice topic to have, a nice thing that we can discuss about and have fun. So you mentioned analogies. I already mentioned braai. You guys can get to know braai. Biltong is a very good one. Biltong is our beef jerky. It is our national meat preserve dish. It is the best stuff ever. It's not leathery. It's not greasy. It is amazing. You want to get biltong. If you land here and I hear you from overseas, I'm going to give you biltong. And as long as you're, well, not vegetarian, and it's going to blow your brain. And there's dryworst, which is basically dried sausage, which is also amazing. Looks terrible.
Yeah.
I'm going to sugarcoat it.
If you want the proper name is Droevels. So.
Yeah, Droevels. You know, that's my anglicisme.
Yeah.
Anglicisme meaning mixing Afrikaans and English to create new words.
Yeah.
So you've got a couple examples as well.
So, like the traffic lights.
Oh, yeah.
Because, we call traffic light robots.
Yeah, it's a robot. It's a robot. If you're at the traffic light, it's a robot. It's not a traffic light, it's a robot. And if the robot is broken, there's no lights on it.
Oh, there it's flashing.
Yeah, if it's flashing, you treat it as a four-way stop. Which I think that's international. I'm not sure.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it would make sense if it's international, but I'll be concerned if it wasn't.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, unless but like I know,
Yeah,
but I discovered the reason why it's called a robot as well.
Why is that?
It's because like South Africa for the longest time just had traffic officers just doing directions, and all of a sudden there was a traffic light installed, and which basically like replaced the role of the traffic officers, so they're called the robots because it is like the robot version of the traffic officers.
Yeah. And before it was actually lights, we used to have like the ones that had a little motor in it, and it was actually like an arm that was a little sign that was either red or whatever, and it will go like this, and the motor will lift it up and then pull in the green one. And that one I think is a bit more robotic, so that all makes sense. Raiders mentioned robots are adversaries of who goes. Basically, if you want to do it like in a very formal explanation, the adversaries of who goes. Getting Squaz wants to join. Yeah, sure, but we are just about to wrap up here anyway. And
no, we should like Roman's pizza. I just want to say, is a nice affordable type of pizza in South Africa.
Oh yeah, Romans is the McDonald's equivalent, except it does actually fill you and it does taste good. But with pizzas, please go to as many mom and pop pizza places as you can, because all of them are amazing. I've yet to have like a proper wood fire pizza from a mom and pop's place that hasn't been amazing. Squaz, welcome, bud.
Hello.
Hey, are you streaming?
I'm just starting, but don't worry, it's okay.
Oh, I stream.
I'm just coming for a surprise for So, you give me something in your stream. I give you something too. Guys, if you see this stream, go to check the channel of Fazman. It's really nice. It's a little change of procedure, so he helped me, I help him. So guys, go support him. Go follow him, seriously.
Thanks, Squaz.
Very cool streamer.
Thanks, Squaz. Are you a bunny chow? Don't worry, there's no bunnies in bunny chow.
Hey, it's a part of friends. Do that now.
Thank you so much, Squaz. I really appreciate it. And also, guys watching you at the moment, you need to also give Squaz like a follow, dude. I mentioned him before. I can't say it enough. Tons of fun on his streams, you know. Lots of bravado, lots of hijinks, especially in murder. And maybe you can teach him a bit of French too. We should really have like
my friends in this mod.
we should really have like a culture exchange. We should teach everyone like different languages on VRC. You know, there's so many amazing people.
Yeah.
I say there's so many amazing people and amazing languages and cultures.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is my thinking the way help each other is already the good way for make some friends, make some fun content with it's a part of the life. Let's go just funny go fun with your life. We have one life before.
Precisely.
So, let's go. Let's enjoy it.
Yeah, and this is what we're here for. Is we're here to actually make fun, and I'm here because I love sharing my stories and having fun with chatting about things, you know. And you know, I don't see like ever changing. I just enjoy it too much.
Really, wait some white. Come. Thanks for the follow. Welcome, buddy. Welcome to family. Yes, OMG, furries. Yeah, we are furries. Yeah.
Yeah. We're proud of it.
And you didn't see, but these two guys. Sorry. I need to check my camera.
Oh, you're also having a camera moment. I had a camera moment earlier.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
These two guys here are so cute too.
Aw,
So,
but
they're
Squash, you're just as cute.
Yeah.
But it's so nice to see. I think we basically covered everything we wanted to cover. The one thing I just want to also say, last thing as well, is guys, check out Gaz as well. He does Beat Saber and... Sorry, my brain is going mush again. It's Beat Saber. What's the other game, Gaz, that I mentioned that I liked that you played? Give me a sec. Let me grab this. Oh wow, we've had so much nice chats already. I'm going to have to scroll a while. But yeah, just check out Gaz, you know, awesome guy. Chill streams, lovely Beat Saber. And also, I watched him play, what's that amazing puzzle game that started off on phones, but it's now in VR? That you like. Synth Riders, Gaz. Dude, thanks. Awesome. But yeah, it's got to the point where my brain is just going, everything's going out. So guys, do you want to go and play some games or something? Some Murder or Among Us, something like that. Let's see who's online.